So we're back in Vegreville, Alberta. We were here for a couple of our prior videos when we came out here for a camp. There was something that Rita saw that she wanted to check out next time we were here. Can you explain what you wanted to go check out, Rita?
So as we drove by, I saw a beautiful white statue under a wrought iron archway. And so of course I said we gotta have a closer look at it. And it turns out to be a Catholic shrine for travelers. So we gotta have a peek at this.
We're travelers. I mean, we're riding around in a truck going on adventures and stuff.
I think that counts.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right.
The statue is dedicated to glorify the one and the same Blessed Virgin Mary that we all love and to whom we turn into in our prayers, the same Mother, Mary of God, that was and is honored and revered throughout the world in every phase of our lives. This is just a little bit of information written down on a placard next to this statue. It is 7-foot tall Italian white marble, the only one of its kind in Canada. In fact, this entire shrine is completely unique in Canada, this Our Lady of the Highway shrine. From the information that I have, the Knights of Columbus maintain this area in the spring and summer, so when it's not covered in snow, it is a beautiful green space with a flower bed and everything. So honestly, I'd really like to see it again in better weather. In the green space behind the statue, there are marked stones displaying the Stations of the Cross in this quiet park setting. Honestly, I really like how this is just quietly tucked away between some farmers' fields. There's no giant museum or extensive park attached to it that takes up a lot of your time. This is literally just meant as a quiet, small, reflective space for you to park, maybe have a picnic, but just to enjoy some quiet before you continue driving.
So Rita's just stepped out to take a little more footage before we leave Vegreville. Beautiful day today. Nice to be out here. It's still really cold, but it's nice and sunny. Roads are hit or miss. I think we're going to take a different highway that I haven't been down yet. We're just going to see what else there is to see. I'm having fun just being out exploring. I love little day trips like this, checking out these little towns. I grew up in Fort McMurray, Alberta, way up north, and I mean, Fort McMurray has some nice things to see as well. Hopefully we'll get to go up there in the future for some content, but there's really not a lot around it, like for small towns. So when I eventually got to come like further south in Alberta and there were all these like small towns, I was like, oh boy, other places to explore and see. So yeah, we'll see what we can find. We are back out on the road, just exploring some of the beautiful small towns in Alberta. Right now we're in Mundare, Alberta. Our good friend Travis actually suggested coming to Mundare because they sell really good sausage here. They actually have a giant sausage in the town as well, too.
Arriving at the giant sausage in Mundare, this is literally a 42-foot tall giant kielbasa, the largest in the world, erected by the Stonichi family, which still owns and operates Stonichi Meat Processing, which is touted as the most famous source of Ukrainian cured meats in Alberta, if possibly not Canada, and I'm inclined to agree it's quite delicious. Also in the park, there is a blue buffalo, originally part of a art installation in the Edmonton area, painted by a local artist and now permanently on display, painted with Pysanka eggs along its side. And also in the park, we have this lovely marble slab dedicated to the Ukrainian pioneers who started this town along with the Stonichis and made it into the prospering town that it is today.
Man, there's 4 huge bells in this tower here. It must sound really beautiful when they're doing the call to mass.
You know what I'm thinking? Imagine we were parked right there and sleeping. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm truck camping, I have like that 30 seconds of waking up going, I don't know where the heck I am. Where I'm, all right, I'm in the truck. Imagine if these all went off, you just sit bolt upright. You're like, what's going on? I'm sorry, I didn't do it. I'll leave.
Across the road from this bell tower, there is a monastery. Honestly, I didn't even know that there were monasteries in northern Alberta, or honestly almost anywhere in Alberta, and yet here we are across the road from one. Um, this was built by the Basilian Fathers in 1922, and in its heyday it had over 50 members. And then in 1934 they built this grotto called the Golgotha of Mundare. It is a really beautiful park space, and right now it's absolutely quiet. I'm probably the only person that's been in here for several months with the amount of snowfall. As you can see, there are statues marking out the Stations of the Cross, and there are numerous statues kind of around and inside this grotto for various stages of Christ's life, and also saints that are held in high esteem, like St. Paul and St. Peter in this area. Honestly, this is a very quiet place to be, a little eerie, but still quite peaceful and quiet. You can go up and around this grotto to kind of visit all the individual little statues and little quiet places for contemplation. In the summertime, there's probably flower gardens and deep green grass, and I'm sure that they hold outdoor masses out here or for special occasions and the like. I read that there are over 2,000 visitors usually for these special events in the spring and summertime, so that must be quite an eye-opening experience for the small town of Mundare.
So we're going to stop and head into Stonichi's Meat Processing, specializing in homemade sausage. So it's only one person per family, eh?
Yeah.
All right, I guess you're it.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go get all the sausage. All right. So for less than $30, we have the standard Mundare Ukrainian sausage. You can just eat this cold, or you can fry it up in a pan.
I like all the things you just said.
I got a package of potato and cheddar pierogies, so we can parboil these and then fry them up at home with sausage. And for Dustin mostly, this is what they recommended: dry pork ribs.
This is why I'm marrying you.
Sure, let's go with that.
Stonichi's, established in 1959. Alberta has such a rich history, so many interesting little towns. I swear, if I ever win like a free supply, like a year's free supply of gas, I'm going to spend every free moment just exploring the heck out of Alberta.